Glemmy's got a brand new phone with a crack. Ask CD-ROM. Hey dude, can you fix that? He doesn't know a RAM from a floppy disk. CD yells, please just read the dang instructions. Risk, they're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glemmy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. Glemmy plugs their toaster into the LAN. CD screams, it doesn't work like that, man. Kill the Wi-Fi, my printer's on life support. Glemmy shrugs and retorts, you're my tech resort. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glemmy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. CD's got patience running razor thin. Glammy's here asking, dude, where do I begin? Eject the disc, he says, hit control and save. Glammy's like, how do you live in this tech cave? Controller tangled, Xbox crash on the screen. Glammy calls, CD says, you're my tech machine. CD sighs, you're a one-man error log. Without you, buddy, I'd still use dial-up fog.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Hey, good morning. What's going on, everybody? And hey, there's a hot start. Con, 5 Lolcow Tech Talk gift memberships. Thank you kindly. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Anyone else tired? Wow, what a night, huh? We got a lot to do. I mean, we got stuff to do. I don't know if it's a lot to do. Oh boy! Well, how do you follow that up, right? We're gonna have to figure that out live, and that's gonna be a little tricky, but we can't do that without bringing in Glammy. Hey, Glammy, how are you?
Hey! Hi, everybody! Welcome to Lolcow Tech Talk! Yes! Yes! What do you mean you're tired? Let's go! We got so much energy, man! I am pumped. I am so excited. Thank you, everybody who came out to support yesterday. That was a lot. I was
What's a lot?
I was so pumped. There was so much adrenaline going through me. Oh my God.
Did I not say my name? I think I forgot to say my name. Hi, I'm CD-ROM 1019, and baby, I was born this way. Yay, thanks. Okay, cool. So, I'm sorry, you were saying? I guess people don't know who I am yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can't speak today. I was so super pumped. Everything was so amazing. Llamas, ooh, nice. Thank you everybody to come out and everything. Oh, that was so much fun. Except for my little boo-boo, where I didn't realize that we were supposed to stay in with them. I was just having so much fun, and I didn't want them thinking that they got to me.
Things happen.
You know, I was just so excited. I was in my own little world in Glammy fashion. Thank you so much, Queen Goddess. So happy to get 2 episodes of my favorite show in the same night. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Hi, Aurora. How you doing? Oh my gosh, I feel like my...
Did I sleep in my clothes? No, I took the shirt off. Uh, I was sleeping in the same shorts I was wearing though. Like I'd gotten my sleepwear after I got home from work, so
Hi,
I've
Mr.
been
Echo. Yeah,
wearing sleeping stuff since not since I got home. I took a shower first, but
I took a nap too, but that was crazy. I've never, ever ended up having like 2,000 people and directing it. And then when we were moving everywhere, we were going from room to room to room, and I wasn't doing any of that. And it was just everybody was moving. It was like a constant circle of which room we were
Yeah.
going to. I was so lost.
yeah, that gets rough. But I
It
mean,
wasn't that it was
the
rough.
next
It was just I was confused, and I was like, "Who's going where?" And then
Well-
there was so many things like, "Oh, stay and wait," or don't stay in the room, go. And I was just, it was so much adrenaline. I think I was gonna explode. Although I am super excited that we got the FAP icon in the chat. I love it. Whoever taught me FAP, thank you.
Why are you so happy about that?
Because it's funny. Nusu,
It's
thank
not.
you so much.
It's really not.
Thank you so much, Nusu. Oh, that's a very interesting sticker. Oh, the poor little guy.
But I look at it this way: it's an inevitability at some stage that stuff like that's going to happen again.
Yes, well, yeah, that's the aim of the game,
Because
too.
we can want for it all we want, but like Becky's not going anywhere, right? So
no.
I figure it's an absolute inevitability that we will at some point have to do something like this again, and they're going to try to screw with everybody. Now,
you
I
so
don't
much.
think.
Oh, sorry.
I think that everybody else that goes against them for the rest of the week is not going to take their crap. Everyone else is kind of like a little more seasoned compared to us, right? So we'll see how it affects Tina and Becky in the long run. But like,
well, no. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm like at this stage, I'm done. Like I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but
well, that's good.
I'm done. I'm done. Kind of like I'm done playing nice with them. So I don't think any of us are ever going to truly know how genuine Becky has ever been in her entire life. But
you seem like you're mad.
I am mad.
You're mad at her?
I am mad at her. And I don't. I mean, it's bad enough she was like spending 2-3 days saying some absolutely vile crap, but then like to like take sight at me and you when we've done absolutely nothing to her. That's not okay. I don't play those games with people. So if she's gonna try to do that to me, like this is off. I don't care how business related she ever wants to be with me in the future. She could try sending me a message. I'm immediately gonna shut her down. Like I have no desire to ever speak to her ever again.
Well, she had your mama with the big nose.
Who?
Ginger Snap. Glammy, did you see my fat bird shirt? DM. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I have to look that up. Thank you so much. That is such a cool concept. I think that's awesome. We need that. No, we do. We need it.
We're not really putting that in the store, are we?
Oh, come on. That's funny. It's
really
so
not.
funny.
It's really not.
Yeah, so it's not so much that, like, I don't know. Like I said, I really cared about her because we had gotten close at Fat Camp and stuff, and I'm disappointed in the way she acted. I was so excited yesterday. I just did not. I couldn't think straight and keep everything straight, even though they were like trying to talk shit to us, and I was just laughing just because the whole thing was just so surreal and funny and fun, and I was just in my own little world like always.
It was mildly funny. I think it was really petty and gross and just disgusting. And
it's like Ring Around the Host.
What?
It was like Ring Around the Host. It was like live on air.
Yeah.
I was so like everywhere, but it was so much fun. It was hard to let anything get to me.
But CD says Becky likes to pretend, but Becky also wants you to pretend with her. He's like, yeah, not gonna happen. I don't do that. I don't get off living in the delusion of others. So she wants to delude herself. That's fine. I'm not gonna take part in. I'm not gonna take part in that with her. I have way too many better things to be doing with my life. Starting with hosting this show. So, no. And, by the way...
Yes.
Oh, that's right. No. So,
that's a lot of no's. Standing on business.
So, let's,
Power Age
Power
1986. Becky's proven to be such a garbage human. I definitely am not happy with the way she's acting for sure. And the pettiness is a little funky, but, you know. I try to see the good in everything, and that's the thing. So, like, I try to just kind of... That's the other thing, too. I just kind of do my own thing. So it's like, you know, when we're in here and we're just in our little tech bubble and everything, we just kind of go and have fun and
it's what I tried to do too. It's exactly what I tried to do too. But
so
I don't want to harp on this.
Wasn't anything
this is
that was gonna get me down yesterday for sure. Oh, except for when I did that. But other than that, and I'm so thankful that Keem.
Yeah. I don't want to harp on this anymore. Like I think that my comments on being the anti-LCU show like still absolutely stand. I'm very, very much like married to that concept. We don't need, like, Tech Talk doesn't need the drama of other people to be relevant around here. We don't. I know for a fact that we don't. So we could pull drama from so many other places and still do a good show. And putting on a good show is all I've ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
Do we need to make sure that we're up to date with incentivizing why you guys super chat us, incentivizing why you guys member up? Yes, absolutely. Who doesn't? But we don't need the rest of the LCU's BS to do it.
Which reminds me, excuse you, I need the LCU.
I said the LCU's BS to do it.
I don't know what that means. It just seems to be Becky BS. That's all I'm saying. That has nothing to do with LCU. Pokegaga $4.99. CD, is it true that you're the one who pulled the plug on the Sega Dreamcast? I love that system. Why did you do that? Thank you so much, Pokegaga.
I can neither confirm nor deny. By the way, yes.
No, yours first. You started it.
By the way,
yes.
We can't really get into the swing of things without talking about the Lolcow Tech Talk store. Hey, it's awesome. High time for you to head over to the store and grab your CD-ROM What tees, the signature Lolcow Tech Talk shirts, the Tech Talk branded signature hoodie, which has the Tech Talk logo on. It's amazing. And hey, grab a few hats while you're at it. All high quality stuff here in the Tech Talk store, with more very much on the way. Tower Glammy shirt coming.
I'm so excited.
Going through draw and design. So when we have some stuff to show you about that shirt, we will show you. I guess Glammy is very insistent on putting a Fappy Bird shirt in there. Yes! I think that's gross, but whatever. It gets in the store. It gets in the store. Who am I to judge? Okay.
I think it's funny. It's funny.
So right. I'm a little. So if you're coming in from the hotness that was the 8 p.m. show, like, thank you for being here. We're gonna be a little more subdued at this time because we're pulling double duty.
Not me.
I only just got 5 hours of. Yeah, well, you're amped up on Mountain Dew. We're gonna. Yeah, it's a joke. I got 5 hours of sleep, and I'm very much excited to go back to it. So we'll run the show as normal, and we'll see how this goes. So
I'm completely excited.
So
I'm amped and ready to go. Let's go!
So, do you have any thoughts that you need to get out of your head?
Nope. I poured it out already. That was the intro-y things. Now we can do the showy things.
All right. Well,
thank you so much, Aurora.
As a reminder, if you're going to super chat us $5, you might as well ask Glammy for a tech tip while you're doing it.
Those are fun.
If you've had enough of her nonsense for a little bit and just want some peace and quiet, you can silence her for 3 minutes at a time. If you want to screw with me, I need some dumb pictures to put on my fake Twinder profile. Apparently you can't see everybody else's pictures when you only have 2. You're only allotted 2 for every other profile, which is really dumb and stupid, and I hate it.
Although I think we need to change that from the Tinder to the Grinder, because of you guys' support, we hit the goal for the memberships yesterday, which is holy shit. And now we get to make the Grinder profile.
Which you can tell I'm ecstatic about. I don't know. I'll get the Grinder profile started this weekend. But the Tinder profile is still up. So if you wanna suggest a pose for the Tinder profile, what did I say I was gonna use it for the week? Because it's Friday already.
Did you get any more? Did you get any more? Swipes?
No, and I didn't. No, and I didn't swipe. I have been swiping, but I didn't swipe during the show last night. But whatever. I mean, I will swipe some more. Hell, I'll extend it a week. I don't care. If you want to suggest a post,
need to get the windshield wipers swiping.
If you want to suggest a post for either a pose for either of the profiles, that's $20. And if you want me to pour on the charm, $50. I'll mess with somebody for about 30 seconds at a time. Glammy will do the same thing, but she won't flirt with anybody. She's married. I'm
gonna give you host tips. Host tips, like I gave Becky yesterday. Tips. Swiping, no swiping.
All right.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, as always, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's get the numbers up, because we want to be here for the foreseeable future, and we can't do that without you. So, okay, let's start with something fun today. Allegedly, you know what? I'm gonna open this up first. Hold on. News broken by The Verge.
Oh, that was the other thing that was broken. You guys broke the main yesterday with all the support for the merch drop. You guys were amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Was rad.
That was cool. That was excuse me. That was really cool. All right, so
I feel like I could smell that over here. That was deep.
Oh geez, question for the Grinder pick. How flexible am I? Oh geez, I used to be flexible when I was 20. I'm decently flexible, but I'm also short, so that's why I was able to do that. I don't know. If you're asking me to suck my own dick, please don't. I'd rather not.
Whoa! I think you went there.
I promise you that I am wholly incapable of doing that, so
I think anybody's wholly incapable of doing that. How is that even possible? I don't think anybody could do that.
It's possible. It's disgusting, but it's also possible.
How would you know that's possible?
Listen, I've been on the internet a long time, Glammy. Every once in a while, you stumble onto something you really wish you hadn't seen. So anyway,
I've never had that problem.
So we're gonna abort this conversation.
I would hope so.
All right, so something fun today. Allegedly, Elden Ring is getting a film adaptation.
Ooh.
So I didn't play Elden Ring. I'm not a Souls game guy. Ginger Snaps, what do you guys think of the mineral oil or wall-mounted PCs? Can you watch a couple of YouTube shorts of each?
Sure.
Oh yes, I love submerged computers. I think they're really cool. We'll take a look at them a little later. Also, did you want Glammy to time out because that was $10?
Go ahead, CD.
Rhodey, see, for the sake of your sanity, teach Glammy the difference between fapping and flapping. I'm pretty sure she knows the difference, but I'll let her confirm or deny.
Fapping and flapping. Oh, what if you did both?
Okay, maybe she doesn't know the difference.
Food for thought. No.
All right, you know what?
Well, I'm not going to say it on air because that's the one that's the bad one. Well, it's not bad. It's the word's funny. I just like the word.
Go ahead, say it. What is it?
The things that you do for peoples. Or for the
things that you do for peoples.
For the guy.
Just what is it, Glammy? Just say it out loud. People want to know if you know the difference.
Isn't it like the BJ?
No.
And then the other one is a cartoon bird. Isn't that the difference?
My lord. Not a BJ, no!
Oh, that's what I thought it was the whole time. Which I still think. Yeah!
Do you think a blowjob and jacking off are the same thing?
Oh, right. It was the jacking it. Right. Okay.
Okay, we're done. Goodbye, everybody.
Wait, where are you going? Although if you had a Red Bull, you could jack it with wings.
Oh, okay, we're not doing this. So I think she knows the difference.
I thought
whatever.
it was a BJ. I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. It's still a funny word. Okay, go ahead. Elden Ring, got
Ginger, tell us if you want either of us timed out. If not, then we'll just keep it going. All right. So, I'm not a huge Souls game guy. I don't like.
How am I a virgin? I'm married.
I don't like the concept of. I haven't played any of the Dark Souls games. I've got no interest in playing them. And I maintain the same stance I've said ever since Elden Ring was announced. No hate to anybody that really enjoyed Elden Ring. I hope they had a great time with it. I don't want to play it because it does not look fun. I'm sure it's a fantastic game.
Elden Ring doesn't look fun to you?
I'm sure it's a fantastic game with all sorts of love and effort put into it. From my perspective, it doesn't look fun. There's a difference between it being a bad game and it not looking fun. I don't think I would have fun playing it. I think that it would make me really mad and it would bore me. So I don't want to play Elden Ring. It doesn't seem enticing. So that's my stance. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm sure it's earned every award it's ever gotten. I still don't care. I'm not going to play it. That said, they are getting some sort of adaptation. On Thursday, Bandai and A24 announced a live-action film adaptation by Alex Garland. A version released, so yeah. Instant hit, blah, blah, blah. This is really cool, though. So, now, I also keep forgetting that George R.R. Martin wrote this game, or assisted in writing the game, which I think is supposed to be kind of like a big draw. Points to them, seriously. I'm curious to know how different or how much better it makes that compared to, like, a typical Dark Souls game. Like, how much better the writing would be because they have George R.R. Martin on that. Apparently it matters because
Jar Jar, the only Jar Jar I know is in Star Wars.
Not Jar Jar, George R.R.
Oh, I think
George
you said Jar Jar.
Martin.
I'm sorry, I thought you said Jar Jar. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead. Continue.
Nexus Point News first reported on the adaptation with A24 earlier month, but pulled its original articles and didn't explain why. So I guess this is moving forward. That's really cool. Like, kudos to them. Congratulations. It's always happy to see that. I hope that they don't butcher the source material because I think that I feel like that when inevitably the movie comes out and it bombs, maybe it won't, maybe it'll do fine. I'm just jaded. That, you know, there's a lot of video game film adaptations that have went awful. And for all the Elden Ring fans out there, I hope this is not one of them. So, there you go. There's my goodwill to you guys. I hope you get exactly what you want out of this. I doubt you will, but, you know, you might be able to prove me wrong.
I still want to play it. I think it looks pretty cool.
Well,
it seems like it would be... I feel like it would be... What's that one? Oh my god, I forget the name of it. Shit. I can't word today.
Yeah, none of us can. Have you ever played any of the Dark Souls games?
Dark Souls, no. I know I've heard of them. I haven't played it. I just got into the Oblivion one. I'm really, really liking that. I haven't played it in a little while because I've been super duper invested in us and our show. But
yeah. So you might want to spend a little bit of time like trying to familiarize yourself with one of those because Elden Ring is supposed to be a Dark Souls game, but like with extra steps and features. Like it's newer, so obviously it should play a lot better. The story in the game should be uh somehow more interesting. Don't ask me how. I can't explain it. I haven't played it. I have no interest in it. My best friend played like the first Dark Souls a while ago. It's a really hard game. It's really frustrating. It's really aggravating. Like he was in the middle of doing something and he just like lost a lot of progress and he like slammed his controller down and he's like, this game, and he just
lost
away.
a lot. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
I can see that being frustrating, losing a lot of progress. Like when I was playing Oblivion, I was obsessively hitting that save. Like
it's that kind of game. Let's try it this way, right? Have you played Jedi? Hold on. What was the name of it?
Is it Survivor?
Jedi. No. The one before it, Jedi Fallen Order.
It's not. Is that the same Callum guy though? Because that was the one before it, right?
Cal Kestis, yes.
Okay, so I played both of them. I beat the first one, and then the second one I'm playing now.
So, Jedi Fallen Order is baby's first Souls game, right? So that is a Star Wars centric Dark Souls game. It plays it's supposed to play similarly to Dark Souls, but kind of simpler, easier to kind of pick up.
Well, I like the gameplay of the Star Wars one.
So you might like the gameplay of Elden Ring. It's hard to say because the setting of Elden Ring is completely different. That's what makes Jedi Fallen Order like way more interesting to a lot of people.
What about the storyline though? Because that's a big deal importance in my games. When I play, I have to have a really, really good storyline.
How do you want me to answer that? What do you mean, what about the story? No, of course there's no Jedis in Elden Ring.
No. In Elden Ring, is there a decent story?
I've been told that there is, but I don't know.
Okay, so that's going to be one of the draws for me too. So if there's a decent story, the graphics are amazing, and the battle scenes are mint.
Do you like Game of Thrones?
Is there a game of Game of Thrones? Because I haven't played a game of Game of Thrones. I like the show.
There's the Telltale Game of Thrones game, yes, but do you like Game of Thrones?
I wasn't huge into it. I saw the first season, and then I was just like, no, you know what, I'm all set.
Then you might not like it, because George R.R. Martin, the writer of all the Game of Thrones books, co-wrote Elden Ring.
Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna like it just because Game of Thrones wasn't my fave.
I'm saying you might not. I'm not saying you won't for sure. If you want to know for certain, play the game. I'm super going to. I've been wanting to try it out for a while. All right. Now, on the topic of movies and games, do you have a favorite film adaptation?
Good night, Bobby's World. Have a good night. What?
Do you have a favorite film adaptation?
I mean, I love Star Wars.
Do you have a favorite video game film adaptation?
You just gave me a word I don't understand.
You don't know what the word adaptation means?
No. So?
How do I deal with this? Do I have the chat explain it to you? Do I force you to look it up on Google? What do I do with this?
I can Google it.
I mean, there's comedy to be found here, and I don't know how to chase it down. What is the most appropriate option to fix this conversation so we can get back on track?
Let's see. Meaning. Okay, I don't know the meaning of a word. Big fucking deal. The action or process of adapting.
Thank you for everybody that's with us and thinks this is really funny. I appreciate you guys.
Action or process of adapting or being adapted.
Huh? You got me like, ooh.
What do you mean? Like a movie that's turned into a game?
A game that's basically turned into a movie. Yes.
The other way around. Okay. Well, A is close enough. Not off the top of my head, no, because I usually have done movie to game. Oh, wait! Final Fantasy! Because Final Fantasy has been turned into it was a game, and they also had movies that...
You're talking about Advent Children. So Advent Children is your favorite adaptation? I don't know if okay, hold on. I don't know if that counts.
No, you asked me if there was an adapter.
A video game movie adaptation.
Right. So video game to movie, Final Fantasy was a game, movie. So game to movie, so Final Fantasy. Why doesn't that count? Unless it's live action.
Hold on. No. This is where we are now. We're gonna unpack this.
Confused.
So by your logic, I must infer that your answer to my answer to my question. You gotta let me get the words out. Hold on. Then I'll let you talk all you want.
Thank you so much, Queen Goddess,
sorry.
for the 5.
I'm serious.
The Tomb Raiders
I'm trying not to.
Oh, fair. Tomb Raider. Rimmer was in. He's the guy from Red Dwarf. He was in Tomb Raider. I liked him a lot. Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
She made a really good Lara Croft. I felt she matched her pretty good.
Well, I've got thoughts about that, but okay.
NWO Wolf. I'm just confused.
So hold on. All right. So hold on. Let me finish my thought here.
I know he keeps hushing me.
Glammy, I have to every so often because you go off on tangents when I'm trying to explain something. It doesn't let me get the word out.
Okay.
And I do it. And you want to know another reason I do it? I do it because it's funny.
Fine.
It's a little funny.
If you think that's funny, then I get to have FAP.
I'm not fighting that you get to have it. just hold on. I'm saying, based on your answer to my question, I must infer, based on the only media that's available, that you think the best video game adaptation is Final Fantasy Advent Children. Advent Children was the movie that they made that fits in the Final Fantasy VII universe.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. So let's try this again. I'll ask you again. What is your favorite? And I'll add an extra word to make this simple. What is your favorite video game to movie adaptation?
Okay, well, I guess we'll go with Tomb Raider then, if you're not happy with the Final Fantasy answer.
Tomb Raider. Well, I'm not happy with any answer. I'm just wondering what your answer is. Okay, so you like the Angelina.
Wait. Does Super Mario count? Because in 1990,
it does. It's just a really it does. It's just a really wild answer considering how bad of a film it was.
That was so cute. I loved that movie. I grew up in that movie. It was a big deal to me. So I guess we'll say Super Mario. Although I did like Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider one, and the first one. Not so much the second one.
You like the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders.
I liked the first one, not so much the second one. I've only seen bits and pieces of the second one, but the first one was fun, and I really, really liked the fact that Rimmer was in it. Because I'm a big, huge Red Dwarf fan, so that was fun. Okay. It was fun to see him.
That's an interesting choice. Huh. All right.
Mario Brothers would be my answer for nostalgia purposes.
All right. Well, no. I get it. I don't think this is. I mean, based on I haven't seen them and I have no desire to. But based on the nostalgia critic reviews, like I can only assume that the Tomb Raider movies were not good. I think they bombed at the box office. What I gathered is that Angelina Jolie is not a good Lara Croft. Here's the thing. Either she was a good it's one of two things, right? Either she was a bad Lara Croft or she was a really good Lara Croft and the script was awful. And it's probably the second one. Because, Angelina Jolie's, a very professional actor, right? And she's been around the block. So she's probably a good Lara Croft. The script was just awful.
Girl, she's been more than around the block. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. Very much, yes.
But as far as, playing Lara Croft and what I think a person would look like in real life as what, to match up to what the character looked like if you had a live action, I think Angelina Jolie was very much the closest to what she would look like as a real human.
At the time, probably. I'm not so certain anymore.
Well, maybe not anymore, but back in the day, she was spot on.
I wanna be very careful with some of my opinions on this because I know that there are a lot of really, really diehard Tomb Raider fans that would disagree with my take on it. Like, girl, don't ever go argue with Melanie Mack about Tomb Raider. Because let me tell you, Melanie Mack loves her some old school Lara Croft.
I don't know
Like,
who
that
Melanie
is-
Mack is to like argue with her.
Oh, Melanie Mack is awesome. She is a bomb chick. Like, I would love to meet her one day. She's an awesome person on YouTube, and she loves Tomb Raider. But she don't even get her started on the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider. So the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider is really divisive for a number of reasons. It's really strange. But the reason, I think, I love,
oh my.
What?
The person in the chat. A secret rival.
Yeah, I get it. People don't like Melanie. I don't care.
I don't even know who
hate
she
her,
is.
hate her all you
Like
want.
her.
I don't care what you think of her.
I don't even know who she is to not like her.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like Melanie who really don't like the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider. I loved them. From a gameplay perspective, I thought they were a lot of fun, but there's a lot of people who are very much purists of the original 5 Tomb Raider games that would look upon the Crystal Dynamics series and like very openly decry character assassination, right?
Yeah.
So I at that stage I get it. I understand. Like if I was that deep into Tomb Raider, I would say the same thing. I would have the same problems. What? What is so funny?
If you're that deep into Tomb Raider, we wouldn't be here.
If I was that deep into Tomb Raider, I'd be deep into something else, baby. Ooh, all right. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Why is it? I don't know why I still have this on the screen. All right. I think I've made my points clear. I don't want to go on a tirade about Tomb Raider, but I don't know. That's yeah. How did we get here? I forgot.
Welcome to Lolcow Tech Talk. We were talking.
Hey, that's what makes this fun, right?
I'm having fun.
Okay. So that's that.
Next
so that was a
topic.
cool thing to start with.
Hey,
Let's see.
at least we were able to stay on topic for more than 5 minutes. That part's cool.
All right. So this is new as of yesterday. And I guess I didn't even know this was still ongoing. So I guess this is topical.
I love all the facts
the
in the
FTC stream, please. There we go.
Okay.
The FTC had a case, I guess they continuously had an ongoing case about the Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal, which...
Oh, did it have a case of the virus?
No. Which, let me remind everybody, closed like a while ago. So today's filing brings an end to nearly 2 years of legal action in the Federal Trade Commission versus Microsoft. So today they officially dropped its case. I thought they lost the case a while ago. FTC filed an order to dismiss its complaint days after it lost an appeal. So why would they... I don't understand this. Why would you dismiss... So I very clearly have things to learn about the legal world, but I don't understand why you would file an order to dismiss your complaint after you've lost an appeal. You've already lost the appeal. Unless there are more steps after losing the appeal, and you're just tired of fighting, that I understand, but like the way this reads to me is I've already lost. Like,
Yeah.
You want to know how this reads to me or to the normal person? This is the FTC going, you can't fire me, I quit. Like, okay, doesn't mean anything. You still lost.
Yeah. You know what else is interesting and what reads...
What, Glammy, what?
Would be 20... What was it? It was 2020s for a shade of lipstick for you, which I think would make a lot of sense.
Cripes.
So
Okay.
if we hit the goal for 2020, CD is gonna pick a different lipstick shade and with different poses. Which one haven't we hit yet?
I don't care. The light purple and the dark pink.
Light purple and dark pink. All right, let me go ahead and hit the goals, and I think that would make more sense. Let's do the shades of color so that CD can have fun and do a little bit more than articles.
Yep. Whoa. I mean, we got all sorts of stuff here. But okay, to continue, the injunction they were filing for was to prevent Microsoft from finalizing its acquisition. I'm pretty sure it was finalized like a while ago.
It's lip gloss.
I mean,
it was lipstick. He had it red. It was red. Glimmy doesn't give him.
Winning the appeal probably would have reversed part of it.
Light purple and dark pink. I agree, Aurora.
So commission has determined the public interest is best served by dismissing the administrative litigation in this case. Filing brings an end to the FTC to fight and block the $69 billion deal. Nearly 2 years after it originally sought a temporary restraining order. Yada yada yada. So this was 2 years ongoing. A fight to try to reverse the Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft. The fight's over. It now belongs fully to Microsoft, and nobody can stop it. I think, now, with the direction that Microsoft has been trying to take a lot of games, or trying to take the Xbox brand in general...
Thank you, Amazing Brandy!
I don't really have a problem with this. I would prefer that they're in Microsoft hands above Sony's hands, or anybody else. So I think that...
in somebody's hands.
I think this is good news. I really do.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad.
So honestly, I think Activision Blizzard being in Microsoft hands is a good thing for the gaming industry. So that's just me. I mean, I think that there's evidence of a lot of good things happening when you get owned by Microsoft Game Studios. For a good example of good things that can happen when that happens, I will point very squarely and directly to Psychonauts 2, which by and far was amazing. When Microsoft stepped in and told them, take your time, here's a bunch of money you need, develop the game and take your time. And that's exactly what Double Fine did.
It's 25.
They released an amazing game, and I wish that would happen more often. CD, what do I play? What do I play? I play primarily Xbox Series X. I have a PS5 I use for exclusives. I have a Switch I use for exclusives. I play a lot of THQ Randomizer. Huh?
Exclusive just to you.
Sure. And I play all sorts of stuff. I play a little VR here and there too. But right now I'm playing Doom Dark Ages, and then I got to get through my backlog.
Backlog?
Yeah, I got way too many games I haven't played that I need to get to.
I feel that way about a lot of things, but the way the backlog sounds funky.
It's not. That's a general term. All right.
I'm sure it is. It still doesn't make it sound any less funky. Backlog sounds like you haven't had a poo in a really long time.
Okay. Let's see. So
I like VR. VR would be super fun.
Oh yeah, VR is awesome. Wait a minute, really? So I don't. Oh, okay. This isn't an article, so this might be good. Microsoft made GitHub Copilot free. Made GitHub Copilot free and open source. Really? Hold on. So this one I want to see. The Copilot for GitHub? What does this mean?
5 engineers a huge win out of nowhere. Minutes ago, they open sourced the tool that originally started the AI coding bubble, a GitHub Copilot. As of today, it's officially free and open source software under the MIT license, meaning you can fork it, modify it, and even build your own billion-dollar competitor without going to prison. And on top of that, they also open sourced the Windows subsystem for Linux or WSL. That's a big deal.
Oh, that's all right. That's cool.
Silicon Valley has been the promise of an AI-powered junior engineer, or shovels that can turn any rando on the street into a skilled programmer. Startups have raised millions of dollars by simply forking VS Code and duct taping some LLMs to it. Like
Yeah. Come on.
Windsurf was recently acquired by by OpenAI for $3 billion. There are some good up-and-coming open-source alternatives like the Void editor, but VS Code is on another level and has been the undisputed king of code editors for nearly a decade. In today's video, we'll find out why
Jesus,
Microsoft,
what happened
which
to
is
that guy?
Well, so I don't
Wow.
know. All right, so I don't know if I have the
many
patience
issues.
to
You don't
I don't know
have
if I have
the
the patience
patience?
to kind of sit here through this, but I really want the long and short of this. So let me see if I can Let me. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find kind of like the cliff notes on this.
Oh my
Microsoft GitHub
gosh.
Copilot. So Microsoft GitHub Copilot.
That was right? That was the speediest video watching ever.
Well, I threw it on fast because people are getting bored. All right. Otherwise, it would be playing for 4 minutes.
I definitely
agree.
agree.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold your attention, guys.
There's your mind, because it kind of did. Stay away from any sort of VR horror. Yeah,
Yeah.
would
You wouldn't
scare the
like that
hell
very
out of
much.
me. No, I think it would freak me out. It would be like right in your face too. Has anybody ever watched played VR horror? Because I am super curious as to what that would look like, but I don't. Not enough to actually try it. What are we looking into?
I'm trying to find just something something that kind of like gives me the cliff notes of this.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. See, he's having issues. I love PS for my first PS1, but the 360 got me. They ruined their high. The 360 had so many people on multiplayer. Now it's like 70-30 bots sad. Aw. That sounds sad. God of War and others will be on Xbox once the Steam integration comes into play on the next console.
That would be really cool, actually, because like I'm trying to.
It was a
I want to get through. There's a lot of games on my backlog that I want to get through at some point, and I missed out on a lot of the Sony exclusives. I never played God of War. There's a lot of like old mascot games I never played, so I really want to try and get into those. So I sound I see Grassfed says I sound ignorant. He's like, yeah, well, we're all ignorant, brother. Everybody's ignorant to something. That's what the internet's for. Okay. Anyway.
What?
So this is what I think I was able to find about it. Today, GitHub Copilot is delivered as an optional extension for Visual Studio Code, but because this AI coding assist is so central to the Versus Code experience, Microsoft will open source GitHub Copilot and Versus Code and add it to the open source repository on GitHub. This type of repository. Oh. This type of innovation is best when done in the open, in collaboration with the community. This reflects our commitment to transparency. Okay, so I get it. This reflects our commitment to transparency, community-driven innovation, and to giving developers a greater voice in shaping the future of AI-assisted development. Okay, so there's your reason. And honestly, I think that's a good idea. So I think this is a W on Microsoft's side. Anytime Microsoft has like a good innovation and they make it go open source so everybody can freely screw with it, make their own version, and not have a legal hammer waiting above their head is good news. So
I feel like if I had no hammer over me, that would definitely be a good thing.
Yeah, so there's that. W on Microsoft. That's awesome. I wish more companies would do that. So let's see. Yeah, there's that. Let me throw this off. I've been going hard for a little while. You want to talk about something?
What?
Break up the monotony? Is there something you want to talk about and break up the monotony? Or are you happy with what we're doing?
I'm fine with what we're doing, just because I know this. Everything's a lot.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I still.
What?
It's the whole thing with Queens and everything, like with the Becky situation. I'm still trying to process about how I feel about it.
I can tell you how I feel about it. I don't care.
I know you're mad, but like you also didn't go and hang out with her on a on a level.
I know this is a little harder for you. I get it.
It is
I totally
harder
understand.
for me. And it's like I hate what she did as far as like being disrespectful and all that other stuff, but it sucks feeling like it just
Am I-
sucks. Like
Go-
I don't know what to do
Yeah.
with it. You know, like part of me
Yep.
wants to sit there and look at the good. Javi for the 5, Glammy, how would you set up a new TV remote? You have a new TV remote. Okay, so you go to Walmart and you go grab the remote, then you put the batteries in, you point it at the TV, and you hit go. And there's syncing involved. You have you have to push the button. If you push the button and it like blinks a lot, and then it goes and it connects, and then boom, there you go. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate it.
Thank you kindly. Straw Hat Guy. Yes, I am excited for the remake of Persona 4. I haven't played Persona 4. But I'm really excited for the remake because I started playing Persona 3 Portable a while ago when it got added to Xbox. And then in very short order, they announced the remake, P3R. And I played P3R and I fell in love with it. Like, absolutely. So, yes, I'm going to wait for the remake of Persona 4. I can't wait for it. Because if it was anything like Persona 3 Reload, I'm going to be like deeply invested in that
I was
game.
incredibly wrong. Really, I really thought I had that one right.
So
I kind of thought that one was an easy one. Oh man. Oh.
yeah, Reload. It absolutely was Straw Hat. It was such a great remake. The DLC was good too. Everything about it was amazing, and I'm pretty sure I got all the achievements in it. Like, I did everything I could. I played it 3 times because I was trying to max out all the social links. The social links were the only frustrating thing about P3R because like the requirements are so strict in that game. I heard that they were kind of like loosened up in P4 and P5, but I'll wait for them. Looking forward to it. I'm definitely afraid to start playing Persona 5 Royal, though.
Why?
I heard it's like because it's like several hours. Like, very, very large amount of hours. So we'll see.
Well, what do you mean? Lots of games are like that.
Yeah, but I don't like that a lot of games are releasing with that much content. It's getting to be too much.
That much content? How could you be super upset about it having that much content? That's like saying, "Oh,
Because
my
I
cartoon
don't have
has
the
too much."
because I don't have the
in it."
time for it anymore.
That's
Well,
not okay, but like, why would that be something to be upset about? Like, maybe you could
Because
be bummed that you don't have enough time. But why?
Because games are there's a
mad
lot
at
of
the
reasons.
game, not mad at the player.
I'm not mad at the game, but I'm mad at the people that are making them. I'm mad at the
Player,
industry.
not
There
the
are
game.
too
I
many.
forget how that
There
goes.
are way Glammy. I swear to God, there are way too many games. There are way too many companies, way too many games to play, and there's not enough hours in the day for them. And they're gonna get worse if every game is trying to be this 90-hour epic. We don't have time. I don't care who disagrees with me. If anyone wants to tell me I'm wrong, I think you're objectively wrong, and go pound sand. The magic number
Why would
for
people
gaming
call it sand?
hours.
For bringing sand into it?
Shh, like listen.
Okay, I'm trying to.
The magic number for content hours, for how long to finish, is 30 hours.
Ooh, I was gonna say.
You can go above for like post game content. If you want to go to post game content up to 60, that's cool. Time to beat magic numbers is 30 hours. That's the number. So because if you're going above and beyond that, you're investing way too much time, way too much effort, and more importantly, way too much money into developing the game. And the problem with this is that all the budgets for the video games are becoming super inflated. And here's why that's an issue. Every game that's being developed has to be some sort of infuriatingly large epic. And it doesn't need to be. And that's a problem because when the game releases, it makes it that much harder for it to hit its sales target, because like when you have a game that with a budget that high and it doesn't meet sales expectations, it doesn't make the money back. So that's one issue. The second contributing thing, and this is what I have a bigger problem with, is that it makes the development time and development cycle for that game way more inflated than it needs to be. Like, development cycle for games has almost gone up to about 5 years now, which I think is entirely too long. It's
Why
just
is it too
making
long?
Because have you seen what the market's doing? Like, we're getting less and less game releases as years continue. There's less things to play year over year. This is why the market is about to massively shift. It's already shifting. The market is shifting in the direction of smaller indie games. But
I feel like
go ahead.
I feel like they want to put more. If there's less games, but then the games that come out is heavier in content and heavier that like are better, wouldn't that be worth it versus having like a billion games that are just slapped together? Kingdom Hearts 4, yes, I am super excited about Kingdom Hearts 4.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is, Kingdom Hearts 4 is a perfect example of this development time. That like we could have had Kingdom Hearts 4 by now probably if the budget wasn't so large, if the scope wasn't too large. Although, like, Kingdom Hearts always goes through development hell. It's been like that for a while. It's strange.
I feel like that's what the budget being too large is good. I'd rather personally wait, like, forever for a game to come out and have it be, like, amazingly primo mint than having it just slapped together and shoved out the door just so that they can make a hot 5. You know what I mean?
You guys are welcome to think I'm wrong, but I don't agree with you. I severely don't agree with you.
Why?
There are because this has been talked about by a lot of people. Like, if you want to hear this talked about more, go watch Side Scrollers.
Wait a minute. You think I'm wrong because it's been talked about by a lot of people?
I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
There are millions of people that I share the same opinion with. So to say that my take just sucks, like, I think you're honestly, I think you're just being incendiary. Not you.
Oh.
Not you. There are people in the chat that think my take sucks.
No, well, that's fine, but I'm your co-host and I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, you are fine. I get it.
Well, what's the answer?
What was the question?
Shit. I actually had a real question this time.
Yeah.
Why is it that wouldn't you rather have, like, a solid game that comes out and have less games coming out than having a bunch of games coming out that just get slapped together?
I'd like quality content to be released, yes. I just don't want it above 30 hours. 30 hours is the magic number. 30 hours is a lot of game.
Yes, dude, I would be so excited.
And
okay.
There are so very many franchises that I have a hand in. I love video games. Mm-hmm. I love franchises. I want to be able to play them all. I can't play them all if they're inflated beyond 30 hours. It's too much. Their budgets are too large. The content is inflated. It's too much. Their development time is too long. And on top of that, every video game company in the world is becoming so self-righteous that they think they need to use their game to preach to you about something. The market is going to shift. It's going to break if these trends continue. It's just what's going to happen. I guarantee you it will.
Well, I think because the fact that games are like $80 a pop, would that not mean that you know what I mean? Like,
thank you. That's another thing. That's another thing. Thank you for saying that.
For a game that I really, really enjoy, spend 30 hours being soaked up into every bit of the content than having like a bunch of little games that are not as...
So thank you, by the way. That's another thing. If the budget for the games weren't becoming so damn inflated, we wouldn't be seeing this variable pricing nonsense with video games right now going up to $80 or more. And that's just the beginning. It's going to get much worse. Like, we're about to see Grand Theft Auto price over $100. I can almost promise you that. And it's nonsense. Again, if you guys don't agree with me, perfectly fine. Your opinion, don't say I didn't tell you so. get ready, like lock in, gird your loins, like those $100 games are coming, and it's
Girding
gonna suck.
loins?
So when
Why
I
we
told you to
girding
be
the
prepared and you
loins?
didn't listen to me, I'll tell you I told you so. You don't agree with me if you don't want. I don't care.
No,
but
it's not that it gets better
this is
if
a
it's
problem.
80. It's not that I'm saying that it gets better if it's $80, but I'm saying if it is $80, I'd rather it be like $80 and I don't have to spend money on another game really, really soon because I beat it. I like the fact that it's heavy in content. It takes forever. There's side quests.
So let me
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
That's
I
your
do
turn.
it too
Please
all the
finish.
time, so it's fair. I spent like $80 on the Harry Potter one, the Legacy one. I really, really liked it a lot. There was a lot to it. I did beat it, but there's also side things now that I can go back and revisit, so I don't feel like I, want to make sure that I get my $80 worth. I really like the fact that I got a hippogriff in it. The whole thing was surreal. I loved the game. I loved the graphics. I loved the storyline. And there's still more that I can go back and go do. I love that about the games. I would much rather, if I'm paying $80 for a game, I would much rather have it be heavy and be able to just sit there and immerse myself into it. Because it's going to take me a while before I have to go get another game.
And therein lies the rub, right? So to put a spotlight on that, Powerful only said 30 hours is not a lot of game for $70 to $80. Exactly, it's not for $70 to $80, which is why the game shouldn't be that inflated. You know where 30 hours was a lot of content for a game that deserves to be, or for a game that should be priced appropriately at $50 to $60. I was happy with that. The world was happy with that. $50 to $60 is arguably a more fair price for 30 hours, which I maintain is the magic number. If I have a hand in 20 different franchises which have a game, all of which have a game that's going to come out this year, obviously they're not, but if they did, and I want to play all of them, 30 hours is that magic number. That's where each of these should go. And if they don't have a budget that's so super inflated and loaded down with a bunch of nonsense padding BS content, people like me and people that are really ingrained into the gaming world could play all of them at a reasonable price. That's what I'm saying.
I can actually kind of see where you're coming from. However, I just totally forgot my point, and I feel like it was a good one too. Oh no! Oh shit! I was with you. I see your point. However, I feel like because of the fact that everything got inflated, where we have prices are inflated for everything, so it's just gonna end up. That's the aim of the game. Like it's just gonna end up being that way. Like apartment rent has gone up, like eggs have gone up, groceries have gone up. Like that's just how the world works. I don't think that's so much the fact that they shoved all the content into the game and they're overpricing and inflating I don't think it's just that one thing. It's just to make up for everything.
Look, not all gamers are the same, right? And I freely acknowledge that some of you have all the time in the world to play all your favorite games and not contribute to society. I get it. Hey, live your life, brother. But I'm not that person. I have a lot in my life that I like to do, and I like to spend my off hours playing my video games, to which I want to play many, where I can. Being a kid is having all the time in the world to play all your favorite games, but none of the money to buy them. Being an adult is having all the money to buy them and none of the time to play them.
Well, true.
And this is a problem. I wish it wasn't like that. I'm in a position where I buy all the games I want, and I want to play them. Do I want to complete them 100%? Not all of them, but I want all the time to play my games. And we can't do that if they're becoming overinflated.
I don't know. I still feel like because you're not going to be able to do anything about the inflation. Inflation is going to happen no matter what. So video games have to follow suit. Like it just is. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to put the time in and pay their workers fair wages and things like that to make sure that it goes around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it varies from person to person. I'm very much
likes you.
I'm very much.
I'm so conflicted with that. bothers me, the whole Becky thing. Like and like I said before, like you're gonna get me on a whole thing, Lady Lala. Like honestly, I don't.
I'm very much I'm sorry. I keep trying to talk over you. Go ahead.
No. I do it to you. It's totally fine. Go ahead.
All I was gonna say is that I very much am a guy that's like that's I play the game, I have a great time with it, I take a deep breath, I go on to the next one. That's what I have time for. That's how I have to live my life. It doesn't stop for anything. I have to keep moving. So I do I buy physical games? Absolutely. Physical forever. The problem is that's not going to be that way forever.
Modi, thank you for the 2. Glammy, did you play Stardew Valley? Oh, that sounds familiar. Stardew Valley. Let me look it up. Let me see if I recognize it. Because it sounds super familiar. I'm glad she really likes me still. I'm so conflicted. Why is my caps lock key on? Thank you. Oh, sweet. I do need one. Thanks, babe.
It's allowing you to shout out in real life because you need to start because you're just I don't know, so mad on the inside.
My caps lock is like, okay, Stardew Valley. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. It looks like a phone game though. Is it a phone game? You know what I don't? I like the fact that we do have kind of like games like this available on phones. However, I do not like the way they're played. I don't like the way that they are where you have to have the sides. Okay, if you're playing the game like this frustrates me. I need a controller.
Yeah, you can get a backbone.
Excuse you.
Oh, Glammy, the controller, the backbone.
There's a controller called the backbone. That's so cool.
Yes, it's
I have a vision of like a bone, like that just kind of like turns into like the handles with the bone type of fingers with the. That's what comes to my brain when you say that.
There is a product called the Backbone. There's a PlayStation Backbone. There's an Xbox Backbone. It plugs into your phone and it turns your phone into a controller that you can play games with.
Aw, Pecan, really? She said she still likes me. She was hurt. She liked you, and date was off. She felt betrayed. Then CD jumped on Rewind, canceling a date that was canceled. Yeah, I don't
too freaking bad. No. Okay, I'm not doing this.
Your side's different than mine.
I'm sorry, but you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm getting hot under the collar.
Good.
Please finish.
Speak it out. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I don't care if she's hurt that I canceled the date. Like, I spent all the time in the world giving her all the goodwill I can muster and earning it from other people. If she's gonna do that to everybody, I'm not putting up with it anymore. Now she has to earn my goodwill. I operate on my time, not hers. So she can earn my trust again, but she has to work for it. I'm not doing this anymore. Please continue.
Yeah, my side's a little different. Like, I care about her. I do. I don't like how she lashed out, but I do care about her. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not, but I do. I got close to her at Fat Camp. I remember when she was so vulnerable and her hair was cut off, and I gave her a hug then. I don't like how she acted, but like I said before, like just because of the fact that you don't like how somebody acted doesn't mean that you hate the person. I don't hate her. I'm sorry she felt betrayed. That was not my intention. I didn't know, like, I was mad at her for the way she acted. You know what I mean? Like, oh.
The Soul Blossom says she's not hurt, her ego is. That's arguably worse.
But I do care about her. That's the thing. That's what really sucks about this whole thing. Like, I feel like when you speak your mind, right? This was one of the problems that I had before about speaking my mind and saying how I felt, because it's like it turns into a black and white situation. Okay? You end up speaking your mind, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom! You hate the person. You're betrayed. Down with that person and burn. And that's just not where I'm coming from. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, we had the big thing today. We went back and forth. It was a big. The whole thing of it was that she ended up having super ego and was like, okay, I don't need the LCU. I don't like the way because I don't like the fact that she said that, because of the fact that the LCU means a lot to me. And I don't want anybody shitting on it like that. That really bothers me. KEEMSTAR has done everything to help us and be there for us. He's given me a lot. I would never want to go and go against him like that.
She wants to play this game with the rest of the LCU. Wait until she has to deal with every other show the rest of this week. That'll be glorious.
But see, that's the thing, though. So just because I feel that way, just because I was like, okay, you know what? And that wasn't even in the main. I was like, okay, please turn around, stop. I don't like what she said about Ken, the PTSD. I don't. However, that's what makes it so hard to speak out about how you feel. Because as soon as you say something, as soon as you say, okay, I disagree with this one part, all of a sudden it's, you hate the person. That's not the case. I care about her. I do.
Yeah. I totally get it.
But
I have people in my life that have.
But
I totally understand you, Glammy. I have people in my life that have done some heinous stuff, and I have to be there as an accountability friend. I get it. Totally understand it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit there and say, okay, I care about her, and then endorse everything she's doing. I don't like how she acted, but I still care about her as a human being. Now, is that bad? I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Alrighty.
You know?
Feel better?
I don't know.
Come on, you gotta feel better. You let it all out. That must make you feel better.
I'm glad I got to express it. I don't like the fact of how she treats Keemstar. I don't. Why? Because of how I feel about Keemstar. I think he's important to me. That's why it hurts me so much when I did the voice note or whatever. And I'm so thankful he was very gracious about it, whatever. And I appreciate that. And then when I did a fuck up and I ended up fucking up content, which again, I feel so stupid about. I should have known better too. I think I was just so in my head about it.
Okay, it happens.
I'm beating myself up about it. But
like the attitude that other hosts take about queens doesn't have to apply to us. Like, they can think whatever they want about KEEMSTAR, the man that literally made them.
Yes.
But like, I choose to listen. KEEMSTAR came into the show near the end of the episode last night and said, "Hey, you guys are going live at 4 a.m." And you know what we said?
Go.
Oh, well, shoot, boss. If we have to, I mean, it's not like you don't know what you're talking about. Well, you know why I wanted to be here? Because the things that KEEMSTAR touches turn to gold. I would be incompetent not to listen to what he had to say. Would I rather be sleeping right now? Sure, absolutely I would. But when he tells you to jump, when KEEMSTAR tells you to jump, it's like, bro, how high? Because like, if I listen to you, you're gonna make me money, right?
I feel differently.
What do you mean? Did you feel differently?
I'm here because I love our community.
Oh, I mean, you like doing the show no matter what. I get it. I'm saying, hold on.
Being in the
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm saying it because normally I wouldn't have said that because we're normally doing 4 a.m. every morning. But in my defense, I did the show at 4, went to work, got home, did another show at 8, and like nearly burned ourselves out because we were so hype all night. So I'd like to be getting some rest. But KEEMSTAR goes, "You guys are going at 4. This was great promotion for you." It's like, shoot, you're right.
Super excited about it.
Right. He's like, shoot, boss, you're right. That's absolutely correct. And I don't want to be the man that says no to you. Like, because, like, I mean, he tells me to jump off a cliff, I'll tell him to pound sand. But like otherwise, I'm gonna listen to what he says because he knows better. He knows better. He's the consummate professional. He knows what he's doing.
I care about
Nobody
him.
hears anything without KEEMSTAR.
True, but I care about him as a person, and I want to learn, and I appreciate him, and I just think I don't know. I love all of this. But yeah, so that's what frustrates me though. So not only if I stand up and say, "Hey, this is how I feel like the people who hate her now are going to hate me all of a sudden." It's like, "Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to go in with pitchforks. I don't. I want to." You know what really bothered me too was when we started out and playing like Ring Around the live on airs. I was frustrated because number one, I was timed out. Number one, and couldn't speak my piece. That was one. Two, I didn't get to talk to her. That sucked. And then when we were doing all the back and forth and stuff like that with all the live on air, and I got so overstimulated and everything was just a lot and I wasn't sure what was going on. And then I was being yelled at by Tina and I couldn't get a word in edgewise. But I wanted to talk to her, have a conversation. I don't want to sit there and have a full-blown on war. I want to have a conversation.
Well, I don't think she's interested in having a conversation with you, not when she gets to this stage. I mean, when you guys do something like the show you guys did like last week, that was fun. That was funny.
Oh,
that was entertaining.
Was so much
it made me
fun.
Uncomfortable, but I get it.
It was
right?
so much fun. I just
right.
but
that's not.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, yeah, okay. Yesterday basically was drawing the line in the sand. Hey, you're going too far. There's a line here. Let's back it up. Your decisions right now are kind of crazy. Let's pull it back. Let's listen to Keemstar because he knows what's going on. Let's back it up. Let's turn around.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all it was. It wasn't like and it was also like, let's have some gratefulness, please, for Keemstar and what he's done. Please don't spit on him. He's been he's very gracious, amazing. He's given us everything. Please, let's just turn around.
You know what? You want to know something too, by the way? And I don't want to harp on this much longer. We've talked about this a lot. I just had this thought. I hope Becky doubles down. I really honest and truly do. I hope she doesn't let up. I hope she double, triples, and quadruples down on this. And you want to know why? That's because that creates a constant rotating schedule at 8 p.m. where Tech Talk will be back there one day. And I am going to be totally ready for it. I'm totally here for it.
Yeah,
so you know what, Becky? Don't learn your lesson. Go ahead. Don't learn better. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. It'll go only awful for you, and I will be here for it. All right, are you done? Because I want to be done.
Wait, you just basically just spoke to her, and my side is that like, hey, let's have a conversation, Becky. You know, I really care about you as a person. I don't like your actions right now. I'm sorry, I can't condone them, but I do care about you as a human being. Whether that's wrong or right, I don't know. That's just how I feel. So if you want to have a conversation,
double down. Not wrong, brother. Not wrong. All right, Glammy, I'm sorry. I know this is important to you.
Go ahead. It was just a different thing, and it's fine. And
no,
if I
it's
get
okay.
hated because I care, I'm sorry. I just
I
don't agree.
No, it's fine. Like that's your stance on it, and I respect it. Totally respect it. I hope that for Glammy, for whatever it's worth. I hope the both of you are still good friends after this. Honest and truly. I don't want to interact with her, but I hope you two do. Honest and truly. All right?
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Next conversation.
Did you? So we're done with this, by the way. Let's not bring this back around, please. I want to do like actual show.
This is actual show. When we cover other shows, that is the actual show.
No. I know that. I'm. You know what? I'm saying it. I shouldn't be saying it. I should be asking it. Do you feel like you said everything you wanted to say about Becky and Queens?
I mean, for now.
Okay. All right. Good. Because to be blatantly
honest, I just
don't
understand why it has to be an all or nothing thing.
I know. I'm just saying I prefer not to kind of bring this topic up again. I think we've written it to death. So let's let's do the fun stuff now, huh?
Okay.
All right, so more than halfway in, I think this is a good time for today in tech history. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Share. Cool. So, today in history, it's the 23rd, 1995. Java unveiled to the world at Sun World Conference. So this is, oh boy, this is this is cool. Okay, so this is so this isn't really an article about what Java is or when it came out. So I can kind of briefly discuss this. If for anybody that doesn't know, there are a lot of coding languages in the world. There are a lot of software development kits. Java is one of them. And Java is one of the most frustrating coding languages to work with because it is incredibly unstable. Java, for the record, is very, very good at doing single-use things. Java is the operating system in use for like more than 4 billion devices in the world today. It powers Blu-ray players, it powers ATMs, it powers parking meters, all sorts of stuff. At a point in time, it powered BlackBerry. The jury's still out on whether or not it was a good decision to power BlackBerry, but it did. I used to be a technician for BlackBerry, so I can kind of speak to that.
Really? So you had a BlackBerry? Did you like it?
I did. No, not really. Blackberries were very business centric. They were heavily business and enterprise centric.
Yeah.
Which I at the time was not. The only, and I seriously mean this, the only thing I enjoyed about my BlackBerry was the hard keyboard. I kind of missed that when I switched to Android, but I will take an Android over BlackBerry any freaking day of the week. So I don't really care what BlackBerry's doing now, but it's screw it. But what you're looking at here is basically a very, very quick example of Java code and how it outputs. This is just something to start the program, and the program just simply tells you "Hello World," and there it is. So today in 1995, Java was unveiled at Sun World, and which I'm guessing is which is like a little conference that was made by Sun Microsystems, because Sun is the owner of Java. In more fun news, Super Mario Galaxy 2 was released today in 2010. The sequel to the first
Yoshi!
Mario Galaxy, which also introduced Yoshi into the mix. Widely regarded as the better game between the two. I think there are things there are a couple things that I think Mario Galaxy 1 did better, and there are a lot of things that Mario Galaxy 2 did better. This was an awesome game.
This was a fun game.
Oh yeah, I highly encourage you to play them if you haven't. It continues to show that no matter how scummy business practices across companies like Nintendo and Sony become, they are still amazing. They still have amazing developers on their side that know exactly what they're doing.
There's so
and
much
they
fun.
release a bunch of stuff.
I still want to play Luigi's Mansion super much.
Yeah, Juma. So here's the thing about the Switch 2. The Switch 2 has been a meme around this channel, right? Since the RTU and J days.
Yes.
It's been such a meme that I've been going out of my way not to bring up the Switch 2 in casual conversation on this channel. We will talk about the Switch 2, but not until next month.
Hi Tina, how are you doing?
When the Switch 2 is just days away from releasing. So, not today, brother. Not today. So soon, but just not right now. So that was Mario Galaxy 2. That's pretty awesome. I can get rid of this now. Subway Surfers releases on iPhone worldwide. I don't know what this is.
Subway Surfers. Oh my gosh, I've spent hours on that game. Grinding on that game. That sounded bad.
Oh yeah?
I spent hours on that game.
Okay, I don't know what this is. So you used to play this?
Yeah, I used to play it on my phone because it was a no thinking kind of game where you just sat there and just kind of like It's actually stated that for anxiety purposes, you if you play a game or have a task that's simple and over again, it actually is said to be like calm your body down or whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
So these kind of games and things like that kind of help calm people down. I
So
used to play this a lot.
it's like Temple Run.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I used to play Sonic Dash a lot, so I get it. Juma, sorry, I get that it's a joke. Sorry, I kind of broke it.
Yeah, I played it with my nephews.
Thank you for the
too.
engagement, though. I appreciate you saying it.
My nephews would play the game. I would play. We would match scores, see which one got a higher score and things of that nature.
All right. Here is a bigger one for a lot of people. Less for me, but this is a big one. Overwatch. Overwatch released in 2016 on this day, which kind of reignited the role-based shooter genre. Now, there's... from what I gather, Overwatch is very divisive for a number of people. There are those that really like it and those that really hate it. I don't know if I hate it per se, but if I had to pick between the two games, I would still play Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is familiar and comfy to me. Overwatch, I just didn't... I tried. I did honest and truly try Overwatch. It wasn't for me. But there's a lot of people that really like it, and I'm glad that they do. I'm glad that you guys still get content with this. It was, for all intents and purposes, a really well thought out game and world. So it was really neat.
Yeah,
and,
I like this looks very much like Apex.
Like
Apex Legend. I'm not this part, but part of it. No.
Here's the thing about this.
Because Apex Legend is kind of like Fortnite, right?
Yeah, so this isn't a good comparison to Fortnite or Apex. So Fortnite and Apex Legends are both battle royale games. This is Overwatch is a role-based shooter. So Overwatch is way more comparable to Team Fortress 2 than it is to Fortnite or Apex Legends. In Apex, you can kind of like customize a character really heavily, change some guns and stuff, and then go around to the ground looking for more stuff to shoot with. Overwatch is not like that. Overwatch is team on team shooting, where Apex is everyone shoots down to the ground and the goal is to just try to survive. So I don't think that's a fair comparison, although there are elements where I could see that you think it might look kind of like it. So, so there's that. Cool.
The robots remind me of Mega Man. I miss that game.
Do I play NBA 2K? No, I play WWE 2K. I'm not a big like sports game guy, but I'm really big in WWE, so I'll play WWE 2K. I'm sorry, what did you say about Mega Man?
I just missed the game. I don't know. The robots just kind of brought me to a Mega Man kind of feel, and I was just like, I missed that game.
I don't remember if there's another. Is there another?
I mean, I guess it had nothing to do with Mega Man, but it's still, I don't know. My brain started to remind me about Mega Man. Oh, you know what it is too? Is the one that when we were trying to say that we wanted to do the crowd control, and they had Mega Man on there.
Yes.
I want to play that too. That would be so cool.
Okay.
There was a lot of games on that list that I really, really liked.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? You still want to do Luigi's Mansion?
Yes.
All right. We'll try to spend time to do that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So I don't remember. Oh, you know what I was thinking of? I think I think there was a second Mega Man Legacy collection that released recently. It was the was it X2? I don't remember. The Mega Man is so interesting because there are so many different Mega Man.
Jeff the Shark. That one was so okay. Jeff the Shark is cute as hell. For me,
Jeff the Shark.
I was having a hard time in the Marvel Rivals game. Jeff the Shark is cute as a button. I really, really like it. However, it's really hard for me to play that character. And it's supposed to be the easier out of all the characters to play. Plus, he's like a healer too, I think, or he's a buffer character, I believe. I do like the game. It was a lot for me. I definitely need to practice more at it. I've been super duper focused on this to even play any games lately. Atari. Yes, I remember Atari. Do you remember when the biggest, most amazing graphics in a game was
I still have an Atari 2600.
which I think is crazy. Now that we were thinking that was like the biggest breakoutest thing in the history of ever. Now we have something like Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, all the things with these amazing graphics.
Did I ever tell you I got to meet Ralph Baer?
Ralph Baer.
Yeah, he's...
the name is throwing me. I'm sorry. Ralph Baer. I don't know who that is.
He invented the first video game. He invented the brown box, and it played Pong.
The brown box.
Clammy.
Ralph Baer? Brown box? Come on! It writes itself!
I mean, it wasn't meant to be funny, but it's Ralph Baer's Brown Box. It was the first video game ever made, and he played that's where Pong was put on. Yeah, he played Pong.
Duke game.
Yeah. Yes, the Duke game. Very good, Glenn.
Oh my God, do you remember when it was a big, huge deal, the Power Glove?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that shit? Oh my God.
Yeah, I do.
And then
Love the Power Glove, it's so bad.
The game The Wizard, and the guy that had the Power Glove, he like all pulls it out of the briefcase, and he's like, this.
Yeah, I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Yeah,
so
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It was like,
yeah,
what?
it's such an awful accessory. It's so broken.
Javi, yes, I do. I've been known to play a backgammon game or two. Yes, I have. I do remember that game. My dad gave me one. It was like in a briefcase. I actually thought it was so cool because I was a kid. It was in a briefcase and it felt super businessy. So I always felt like I would take it out and be like, yeah, I'm going to work.
I should learn how to play. Backgammon. The Virtual Boy was terrible. Yes, it was. But it had, from what I gather, some interesting games on it. I have a friend who swears by Mario Clash.
Yes, I have played Trivia Pursuit. I actually have been really, really good at Disney Trivia Pursuit. I kicked ass at that game.
Someone's gotta.
I liked it. It was really good. We ended up on the way home from Fat Camp. We were able to go visit a family, and we actually played Disney Trivia Pursuit. I kicked ass at it. Couldn't do it if it was a regular game, though. If it was a regular trivia, probably not so much. But Disney, I was in there. I have my late grandfather's backgammon board. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought it was so cool back in the day because I had a little briefcase. I'm going to work. It was super funny. Well, it's funny now.
Let's see.
But back then, I thought it was the shit.
All right. Let's look at something funny, I guess, huh?
Funny is good.
Funny is funny. Let me hold up. Let me pull this up first.
Wait a minute.
Come on, open.
Space shooters. Space Invaders. You know, the one with the little ship that kept going back and forth. That was a...
whoa, that's not right. Hold on.
Ooh, hello.
Streamception.
Wow,
okay.
I saw a lot of me's in the vortex.
Okay, there we go. So this is YouTuber Electro Boom making a heated seat. Whoop, where's the sound?
For my seat. Okay, there we are.
What the hell?
Bro!
Oh my god!
The whole sitting on super hot live wires is a terrible idea.
I would think
What did you think was gonna happen?
I would think so.
Bro, what else did you think was gonna happen? Live wires get hot, moron!
Was that the whole thing? What the fuck? I feel like
he tried making a heated seat by sitting on live wire. No!
Oh, I feel like there's a way better way of doing that. Oh my god!
No! Why did you think? What else did you think would happen?
True, Javi. It did work though. His cheeks
Lord.
were heated. He had heated cheeks. He did.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that happened. He also then decided to make a taser.
I'm going to show you
Need
how
a
to design a
taser.
taser. By no means is this safe to be used on any living creature. For my transformer, I use this one that's generally used in a car. Here I connected a power cable to the primary to connect it to a wall plug. I'll plug it in.
Oh,
This
why?
transformer is obviously not made for the 60 Hz city power frequency. If I connect my 12 volt supply here to the primary and charge it and then disconnect it, the voltage of the primary should jump up, creating a huge voltage on the secondary here that should create a spark. Let's try it out.
Okay, cool.
Is there actually a voltage?
Oh, that was dumb.
Moron!
Why?
Don't touch the terminal while you're doing that! Come on!
Dude, even
Let's pause
I
the
know
primary now.
that.
Look at that, I have sparks. Now I need to make the sparks continuous, so they go zzz. I've made my simple circuit here and I attach it to the primary. Let's try it out.
Whoa!
You can see
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, why would you touch it?
Stupid!
Why?
Stupid!
quite wide. Let me measure it for you.
Oh!
Oh
I'm
my
going to
god.
show you how to design
Stupid. You have plasma balls taught us nothing?
Oh my
Like,
god.
why would you do that? Come on, guy. You know better than that.
That reminds me of when I was with a group of friends, right? And I feel like it's a very guy thing to do. I'm not to try to typecast guys or anything, but it's a very guy thing to do to like touch the hot wire or whatever. I had a friend who we were all sitting and hanging out, had one of those rackets that have the electricity to get rid of bugs. And it specifically says that it's, made so you can't burn yourself. Homeboy literally stuck his finger through the holes to reach the part that was electrocuty, and he got electrocuted.
Electroboom is an actual engineer. Yeah, I can tell. He speaks with intelligence. He just acts without it. That's the problem.
We've
I
got
should do that stuff for the show. I could. I'm not an electrical engineer, so I can't speak to it with the level of intelligence that Electroboom does. I'd have to really I'd have to really educate myself before I attempt to do stuff like that on stream. I would find it a lot more fun to do stuff like trying to walk Lammy through building a PC, which I intend to do one day.
One day.
But we're just
one
not
day.
there yet.
Thank you so much, the straw hat.
That's where
straw hat guy.
Yes, welcome to Cash Cow.
Welcome to Cash Cow.
But that's where I think the content is for us. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try something really stupid. Let me let you guys gaze into my mind for a little bit. I have some money put away. I have some money put away. Yeah, very funny. I have some money put away for a certain project right now that I'm trying to find the right guy to help me get started. But I want to build an arcade pedestal for myself. And I need to find a guy that'll do the woodworking. After I get the woodworking, I'm going to build the rest of it myself. Like, I'm going to get all the parts, I'm going to wire it all myself. So every once in a while, on a weekend maybe, I might consider doing, like, when I finally get started, I might consider doing, like, a hangout stream where I just build the panel and talk to you guys while I'm doing it, and maybe just walk you through what I'm doing. And if and when I finally get that done, what I'm looking into doing right now as a second side project is a virtual pinball machine. I've been getting really interested in one of those lately, so that's the kind of stuff that I would rather do with you guys. Everything else, I think it would be a lot more fun to torture Glammy with. So
Why not? Why not?
Why don't you wrestle Boogie shirtless at Keem's 4th of July party? Number one, I don't want to die. Number two, I'm not invited. So no. Okay. Now these Electroboom clips have me thinking about something. Glammy, I need to know if you've ever.
Hoverboard? Oh my god! Can you
I need to
imagine?
know, Glammy, if you've ever seen this. So
Yeah,
hold
one
on a
second, let me
second.
see
Build
it.
us a hoverboard. I don't know if I could actually build a working
Ooh,
one like
the
that.
teeth with the tinfoil. Oh my
hold on.
god. I'm just gonna unbig that for a minute while you get yourself situated.
All right.
Oh, I remember this being like the biggest thing.
Yeah. So hold on. Have you ever seen this? I think this is really funny. Hold on. Wait.
Oh.
So this is
Tickle Me
Elmo
Elmo.
at 6. This is at 6 volts. This is normal, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So now he's hooked up to 10 volts. Little faster.
Okay.
Now he's hooked up to 12 volts. Okay, he doesn't like that very much. 15 volts directly to the motors.
Whoa! What the hell? Oh my ear holes! Oh my god! Oh my ear holes! Oh my god! Why?
Where's the money, Elmo?
Oh my god! That's
This is
wild!
everybody.
Oh
Like, what's hilarious about this is everyone's. This is interrogate me, Elmo. Where is it? Where is it, Elmo? Where? Show me the trigger.
The howl, besides ear piercing, you almost feel like he's screaming, like the AI is screaming. Like,
Right.
Oh my god!
Those are just the motors. The motors just failed until it just stopped and started making that noise.
But then
it got pumped.
But then we saw on live that the AI that had the arms, that it just started freaking out and flipping out on its own. You know, what if it flipped a switch somehow and in the circuits, and it ended up really feeling pain?
Right, it doesn't actually feel pain, but I know it's funny to think about, right?
Like, you know what I mean, though? What if it did? What if it did? What if
Tabby,
it did? I'm just saying,
where's Rachel? You guys get it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Torture me, Elmo. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I was keeping that one in my back pocket. I had to.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go with this one. Michael Reese builds a robot that pisses beer, because why not?
Bum 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 bum. Robot dog. You put it on the ground and you just back away.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Ooh, the music.
No way!
Kind of looks a little bit like the Bumblebee from the Transformer. Whoa!
Oh my!
You're missing!
Do it again. Oh god, it's slipping in the piss. Oh, go.
Okay,
You know
it's
what?
not
Do
real
your thing.
piss,
Go.
right? Like,
What?
it's
What'd
not
you say?
real piss, right? He's like, he's
No,
slipping in the
it's
piss.
no.
and I'm like,
It's
damn,
it's
jeez.
it's beer. No, it's beer. It's beer.
Oh, it's beer. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's perfect. Come on, you know you can.
Does he get it right? Hey, you got it right.
Yes! Yeah! And then you just grab.
Oh my! Oh my!
Oh no!
Oh, brother. All right. We get it. That's.
I mean, that's cool.
Some people have too much time on their hands.
I mean, hey, think about what about, like, you know, because the whole entire thing AI, so that we don't have to put soldiers out there. What if what if those type of robots can go distribute water, or you know, to people who are in need or need help?
So here, you know what, you raised an interesting point. So here's the thing about that. If there's something that Watch Dogs Legion has taught me, bringing it back to video games, it's that the human element still matters. You mentioned, like, putting robot soldiers out there. Robot soldiers is something that still sounds like a good idea on paper, right? But here's the problem. What you said afterward about robots for deploying, like, water and supplies and stuff, that's a good idea for artificial intelligence. I kind of believe somewhere in my heart that that robots for soldiers, robots for the battlefield, is a bad idea because they lack everything else. They lack the human element. They lack compassion. They lack empathy. They lack everything, right? And on some level, that's the problem. Get the robots to fight our wars for us so we don't have to have people die. That's all well and good.
It is.
Until hold on, hear me out, right? That's well and good until it extends beyond the battlefield and extends into the police force. When it goes into the police force, then it's a problem because robots in the police force are shoot, I can't think of the word all of a sudden. They're indifferent. They're completely indifferent. They have no empathy, right?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They're completely by the book programmed. And so, what if this person deserved to get shot? Doesn't matter. The coding told it to, right? So, when you're here's what I'm saying. At the level of a police officer, the human element is still very much entirely necessary.
Yes. However, the humaneness that police officers have shown, and I'm not saying all of them, but we do have a very corrupt system where we need to start vetting it out. That's such a tough one because yes, we do need empathy, but I do feel like there's a handful of them, like especially where I come, like where I'm living, my state. We definitely have some corrupt law enforcement.
Well, you're gonna find that everywhere, and I hear what you're saying.
Well, the place where I'm at is pretty big.
Yeah.
For
but
law enforcement not being spiffy purple. So
here's the thing about law enforcement corruption: robots are not the answer. That's the problem. They're just not, and they can't make artificial intelligence can't make proper judgment calls on anything. They can't.
Well, yeah, but humanity, depending on the person, is hard to make sure that you could say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so where do we draw the line? I mean, AI before, corrupt people, corrupt robots. I mean,
I know, guys, I know fiction is fiction and we shouldn't often compare fiction to reality, but I think fiction has taught us enough that, this isn't the answer.
Soul Blossom, that is very true. However,
I think we'll very quickly turn fiction into reality if we are not careful. And right now, I'm really nervous because I think we're flying way too close to the sun on a lot of this stuff. I don't think artificial intelligence in that area is the answer, especially when electronics can still be hacked. You know what you can't hack? You can't hack a human. You can socially engineer a human, and that sucks, but you can't hack a human being.
I beg to differ.
Tell me.
Because of the fact that there's always ways, where when you have a corrupt system, there are ways to corrupt the people because your hands are tied by quote unquote red tape. Is that not a type of rewiring human beings and how they act?
I'm not sure I follow.
Where we have a lot of red tape, and I'm only using my state as an example because my state has some very iffy officers. No, there was somebody in the chat that said something about it's a vetting issue. It is very much a vetting issue. Absolutely, 100%. However, there still seems to be a high level of amount of them coming through into our system. I feel like the red tape where the people that are trying to do good in our law enforcement. You mean
the bad actors?
Yeah, the bad actors in the law enforcement. There are good actors in the law enforcement too, and they try to do what's right. And I feel like a lot of times they come across red tape that makes it harder for them to do the right things.
So let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You're saying that either the system is too red tapey, or there's a lot of people that are coming into the system as bad actors and remain that way.
I think it's both.
Okay. I'm not so sure about the second point. I think that the bulk of people that enter law enforcement do so because they want to do something good for the community. And I think they convert over time, not on purpose, but they just kind of do. Because what we have to understand about law enforcement is that it's grading, right? You see good things as a police officer, but you also see some of the most heinous stuff in the world. And when you
Rhodey.
see that stuff every day, that hurts your psyche. Let me throw another example.
I can go deep. I can. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
supposed to be
capable.
lighthearted. I'm sorry.
You want to know? So I come from the Nick Rekieta community, and I think he said something that I still maintain is like really intelligent. You want to know who? You want to know the guy in law enforcement who I guarantee you is the most broken. You want to know the guy in law enforcement who I almost guarantee you is the most broken individual in the world?
Wait, who's the most broken person in the world?
Would you like to know the guy who I, as well as Nick Rekieta, believe is the most broken individual in the law enforcement world?
Okay, go ahead.
The guy that has to review the evidence.
Ooh, that's a lot in that statement.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna. So you might not have heard me. So allow me to take this another step further. And guys, trigger warning. It's gonna get uncomfortable.
I don't know. This is stop. My little brain. I want to have fun. Go next topic. It's too heavy.
Guys, W's if I should finish my point.
I don't know. It seems so heavy.
Would you like to imply where you think I'm going with this? So that you can say it and I don't have to?
No, because I want to do another topic. It's too big. It's too heavy. We've got Pirate in the chat.
All right. Fine.
Hey,
Let's talk to Pirate. Hey, Pirate!
We have 10 minutes left. Let's do something lighthearted and fluffy.
What's up, guys?
How are you doing, Pirate?
Good. How are you? Congrats on the good stream.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Now, obviously, we didn't pull in the same amount of numbers. We were never gonna, like right now that we did last night. But what I'm getting at is that we definitely appreciate we appreciate all of you guys being here. Like, you guys are the real ones. So thank you for partying with us at 8 p.m. and then coming back to do it again at 4 a.m. We appreciate you. Like, you guys are the core. You guys are the ones that we do this for. And we hope that those numbers grow and that people get to party with you.
Yeah, I definitely have seen way more people in the chat tonight. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're doing awesome.
I wanted to just bring up one point, and then we'll drop the AI thing. So like the difference between like a robot cop and a human cop is that once it gets to consequences, right? About if a cop does something bad, what a human, they go to jail, right? But what are you gonna do with the robot? You're just gonna destroy it?
That's what I would think.
Where's the justice? Where's the justice in that?
That's what I would think would be to dismantle it. However, it's trying to make sure that it wouldn't happen again and where they went wrong. Like, if you made a bunch of them, you're probably going to make them all uniformly. How are you going to find where it started that it broke down and went wrong, where that one went corrupt? So to backtrack and figure out, will it all of them go corrupt at one point? Will it end up being an entire Order 66 situation? Or is it just one type of robot? Which one?
Well, it goes back to that little Elmo video, right? If, let's say, something goes wrong or someone hacks the voltage goes wrong in these things, there could be a fucking rampage, Those fucking robots.
Yeah.
If they malfunction.
I feel like I wouldn't want my robots in law enforcement, but I would want my robots in wars in the army so we don't lose people. But even then it's iffy, so I'm not sure. There's such an ethical line there that's hard to figure out what the right one is. There's a test and trial by tribulation type of idea too, where you could give it a go and see. I would really like to stop our people from dying. That would be absolutely freaking fantastic. I would like to stop our people from hurting or having so much mental destruction
Right.
just to
Yeah.
keep us safe. Like it's just but it's such
What
a
do you think about
heavy
that, CD?
convoluted
No, I think you're right. Sorry, I'm trying to have a conversation with the chat at the same time. I think I don't know. There are valid reservations to have about robots entering the workforce that in law enforcement. I think there really are. I think it's going to be that way forever. Quite honestly.
Right. Yeah, because I think a little delivery robot is just harmless. Just delivering food or groceries or whatever.
See,
But
robots
once you
can
get that
be
thing a weapon,
compromised. Robots can be compromised, but humans can be compromised too.
That's not correct. Robots absolutely see certain robots that run certain applications could likely be hacked to and. This is the thing when you get to this level and listen, I'm not speaking with a certain level of intelligence here, but the thing about machines is that they can be hacked. Humans can't be hacked, but they can be socially engineered. So
yeah.
both have noticeable flaws. The reality of this is that there is no one size fits all answer. I don't even think there's an answer to begin with. Things just are the way they are.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
would
the
love
robot
to.
has no fight or flight. The robot has no fight or flight. It's just most likely
Oh,
fight,
Gutsu!
I would assume.
Yep. Gutsu's here, yeah.
Hi, Gutsu! Oh, wait. Hi, Gutsu! Rody with the 10. I watched a ton of Reki too. Best conversation I've had in the LCU. Love you both. Oh, thank you so much,
Rody.
Rody.
Yeah, that's Ricada. That's Nick Ricada's last name. So yeah.
I thought it was
Hey,
Reki.
Gutsu, what's up?
Hi, Gutsu.
Hey, y'all. I heard you guys talking about AI workers. So what's going on exactly? What's the full discussion?
We're trying to decide whether they should be in the in the cop force,
In the police
force, or
and the army.
And the army. Where I think I would feel more comfortable putting my robots in the army versus cops. But
I personally don't think AI. Okay, I'm going to tell you as a personal opinion, I don't think AI should be involved in any form of anything that is where it can be weaponized in a situation like this.
Exactly
AI is something that, because imagine this. Why would you give a giant death machine the possibility of being able to possibly harm people? Well, we already deal with that enough as humanity. Robots, I know there's always a human factor that it comes into a situation like this, but robots, it's calculated. It's more basically an algorithm deciding whether or not someone could possibly decide, hey, should we shoot this person or should we not shoot this person?
I know.
Should we harm this person in Minecraft? That's something you have to consider.
Yeah, I hate that part too.
That's what I'm saying.
But the problem is, I understand that. I understand that. I do. I don't want that to happen at all. And I guess it would be easy to take the robots that are in war, flip the script, and then all of a sudden they've got extra army now. And then we're overthrown. Yeah. That would suck so super bad. I just hate the fact that we're losing our people.
No, that's absolutely understandable. The fact that people are getting harmed in situations like this, but you also have to consider the factor of if we start utilizing basically AI weaponry. What do you say? What happens when you have a government organization that is specifically targeting machines so they can hack in and take advantage? You have soldiers on a front line or something like that, or anything like that happens.
I know.
What makes it where these machines don't want to turn against people and hurt them?
I know. It just hurts that I would much rather say, hey, AI, go fight this battle so that the woman down the street doesn't have to send her son.
No, that's the thing. It's always that's the problem about the human condition is always that no matter what, there's always going to be a cost ratio, and it's the saddest fucking part about life. It's tremendously terrible.
It is, and that's the only reason why I would rather. But I understand the danger in it, so it sucks. It's a hard line to walk, but it's also hard to see our people hurting. you know?
It's hard to see
Yeah.
anybody hurting.
Well, yeah.
There's
True.
There's just
All
no
across
answer
the
to
board.
it. That's part of the problem. There's no answer that's going to solve 100% of the problems. And I honestly don't know if we'll ever truly get one. I don't think we will. I think it's too complex of an issue.
I agree with that. I actually do agree, because no matter what, there's always going to be a situation where we're never going to make it. You can never make everyone happy. There's always going to be, like I said, there's always a cost ratio. Someone is always going to get hurt in a situation like this. No matter what you do.
Too. I mean, even though phobia, I love that idea. Getting rid of war is more important than finding better ways to engage in it. I love that idea. That is beautiful. It is amazing.
Absolutely.
I subscribe to that idea all day, every day. The only problem is that it's not something that is tangible right now, because unfortunately there's more money in war than there is in peace. There's always going to be...
Yeah, she subscribes to that project. She subscribes to that theory all day, every day. So what she's really saying is that at nighttime she subscribes to r/Thanos did nothing wrong.
What? What?
Oh, wow.
I will just say this.
Damn, CD! Thank you, CD.
I mean,
CD brought the laugh.
if you had the Infinity Stones, would you snap or no?
Would I? No, probably not.
No,
I
Glammy.
do think that is something, Glammy, I do respect the fact that you say that's a problem that we deal with right now.
Yeah.
But 50 years, 100 years, maybe even 200 years. I think that we could possibly enter into a sort of existence, sort of like how Star Trek is, where we have more of a utopia, where we have no hunger, we're not fighting amongst each other anymore.
Oh, I
Yeah,
would love that. I would love a world where we get to be friends and love each other and help each other and be not only be together as a unit, as a country, but as a unit, as a whole, as everybody. Everybody's invited to the table where we all get to participate. That would be beautiful. I would absolutely love a utopian world. It just seems to be farther than where we are, you know?
Gentlemen, I think we're gonna let you go. It is now 6 a.m.
Right,
the show flew by, and
Thank
we
you
need
so
rest.
much, Gutsu,
So,
on all the hard work that you put in our docket. We appreciate
yeah, you guys
so
are doing
much.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love being part of it, y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. Have an amazing rest of your night, alrighty?
Thank you.
Hey, you
Thank
too.
you, Pirate.
All right, later, Gutsu.
Okay. Wow.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. This has been an amazing whirlwind ride. Thank you guys for letting me talk my piece about the whole Becky situation. It's such a sticky one. It's not really like a cookie cutter cut and paste thing for me. For everybody else, I'm sure there is. I know that.
Look,
this
I
isn't
regret.
over. I'm sure. Which is
look,
fine.
honestly, truly, I regret that it came to this. I don't regret last night at all. That only went well for us. But it's regrettable that it came to this situation. Could have been different, but it's not. And this is where we're at.
I'm sure it's not over. And if we have a conversation about it, I'm sure I'm willing. I hope they are too.
Honestly, truly, Glammy, I hope that goes well for you. I really do.
Like I said, I like a utopia where we all can eat together. And now that doesn't always be the case. That's not always the case because there's so many different personalities with so many different thoughts and feelings with so many different, and I understand that, and that's fine. I think it's important to be open-minded, but it's also important to be guarded too. So
Phobia quote: "I don't regret last night if I had a nickel." good one, Phobia. Yep, you got me. All right.
Thank you so much for everybody coming out and supporting us. Thank you for being here. We love you all so very much. We will see you tomorrow.
Love and appreciate you. The saga continues tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for it. That's it from us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye. Wherever you are, make it a freaking good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a
Take
good
care,
night,
y'all.
everybody.